Amazon.com. Innovation that excites.
Well, as most of us are relaxing home from school or work for the holidays, there's one little guy or gal, depending on how you look at it, who is having some fun and keeping some people on his toes. Digital producer Rachel Lato here has the viral video that shows the elf on the shelf. For a little guy who's supposed to be on the shelf, I feel like I see him everywhere, but he's not on the shelf a lot. He's everywhere.
Anyone who invited an elf into their house this holiday season knows that he's a little bit mischievous, and for any doubters that the elf on the shelf is actually watching, this video is actually airtight evidence that that elf is watching. So some very clever parents set up a camera to see if they could catch the elf on the shelf in action, and here's what they captured. Let's listen in. So not only did this family capture the elf on the shelf flying around the house at night, but they also caught their kids' reaction to the elf's magical powers. The night vision footage has been viewed nearly 400,000 times on YouTube, Christina. So that's why you see that little guy everywhere. He's magic, he flies, and he pops up where he wants.
I like that. That's really great. When I was younger, all we had was my parents would bang on the door and pretend a reindeer were on the roof, and that worked pretty well. But this is definitely much cooler. Very 2014. Thank you. Well, a woman who spends her day working in a cold gray cubicle works to transform the space into something really special. Lauren Zima has a look at today's Newsy. Take a look.
Looking to give her cold, gray cubicle walls some winter warmth, Angela Westfield remodeled her desk with a log cabin facade and snow-topped roof. Westfield works in the sales department for the W's Minneapolis Hotel. With the help of her husband, Alex, she spent 18 hours creating this mini cabin masterpiece for an office contest. That's according to WCCO.
I swore. I literally couldn't believe it.
Complete defeat.
Standing 6 feet in height, the cabin is made from dozens of cardboard carpet tubes, cotton balls for fake snow, Christmas lights, and stockings. Commenters on Facebook attached their own office decorations, and many agreed that Westfield's cabin needed a screensaver fireplace to go with it. And if you're inspired by this cabin and have an office decorating contest of your own, Pinterest actually has some great ideas for you. We're most blown away by the doors. We'll add this cabin looks a lot better than having your desk, keyboard, stapler, and other office supplies gift wrapped to perfection, a la that classic office prank, which other people have carried out in real life. Lots of other people. You don't have to decorate for a prank, though. FunnyPracticalJokes.com has plenty of other Christmas prank ideas for your office, including dousing your Christmas cookies with garlic and onion for your coworkers. So some options there if you're a contest loser. You know, spread that Christmas cheer. You can get more from Newsy on any mobile device or on Roku.
All right, that is very cool. I wonder if I did that here, how long it would take for them to notice. I'm going to try it next year, see how it goes. All right, coming up, Walt Disney, sorry parents, they're making it even easier for you to spend your money at the happiest place on earth. And the Sony hack attack. Will The Interview ever be released? We'll let you know if you'll be seeing it in theaters.
Your morning?
It's crazy.
You've got to make a plan, so it's straight to Today on 5.
See what's happening right now and breaking news from overnight.
Do your kids need an umbrella? And is an accident going to slow you down?
I'm up in Chopper 5. No one shows you the traffic and the tie-ups like this.
We're the team you know.
To make the right plan to start your day.
Wake up with Today on 5. Weekdays from 4:30 to 7 on WPTV News Channel 5.
This is a new car. This is an AutoNation car. What's the difference? Based on Kelley Blue Book's fair purchase price, most people paid less for their cars at AutoNation.
Now, our prices are even lower. Don't miss the AutoNation year-end event. Right now, get a new 2015 ATS for $329 a month, or a new 2015 CTS, only $439 a month. AutoNation Cadillac, West Palm Beach.
The fact is, most people paid less at AutoNation.
Time to wrap it up at H.H. Gregg. Get last-minute savings on this holiday's hottest gifts. Hurry, Christmas is days away. Incredible savings are here now. Android tablets starting at $39. A 40-inch Samsung Smart LED TV, $349. A 32-inch Samsung LED TV, $199. Last-minute savings, the hottest gifts. So wrap it up at H.H. Gregg and hhgregg.com. appliances, electronics, and furniture.
Ringling Brothers and Barnum & Bailey presents Built to Amaze, Holiday Edition, an exclusive circus event only at the Palm Beach County Convention Center. Bring everyone you love to experience the whimsical wonder of the holiday season at the greatest show on earth, epic Asian elephants, high-flying acrobats, mind-blowing motorcycle mania, and much more. Ringling Brothers presents Built to Amaze, Holiday Edition, the grandest holiday tradition yet. Get your tickets today. Come celebrate the holidays with our family. Tickets start at $15, $2 more day of show. Playing December 23rd through the 28th.
It's the time of year for making lists. At Chevrolet, we've made it onto a few lists ourselves. In fact, this year, we've been at the top of more awards lists than any other car company. Now, during the Chevy year-end event, put us on yours. Choose a Cruze in stock the longest and get cash back for 20% of the MSRP. That's over $4,250 on this Cruze LT.
See your South Florida Chevy dealer.
We're Children's Services Council of Palm Beach County. For almost 30 years, we've worked hard to make sure our children in Palm Beach County grow up healthy, safe, and strong. Today, we provide funding for more than 50 programs that help families every day raise our next generation. Our mission is to invest early in our children when it matters most, so our whole community thrives. Your Children's Services Council. Visit us online.
Here's what's making headlines in 90 seconds. Police have identified a person of interest in a deadly hit-and-run crash that killed a 15-year-old boy. Police have also just found the vehicle they believe was involved in that accident. Kehar Raymond was walking home from a basketball game with friends when he was killed. This all happened Saturday night along High Ridge Road in Boynton Beach, right in front of Fire Rescue Station 5. Now take a look here. Surveillance video from the station caught the driver on camera. And if you watch there, you can see police say the woman got out of the car, walked toward the teen, and then drove away. Threats against police have multiple departments across the country on high alert as the NYPD mourns the execution-style killings of officers Rafael Ramos and Wenjan Liu. Investigators are looking into more than 15 threats against the department on various social media platforms. Meantime, in Memphis, Tennessee, police questioned a man for hours after he posted hashtag #ShootThePolice on Instagram, claiming he was on his way to New York. He's since disabled his account, telling local news outlets he understands the seriousness of what he said. Still, the NYPD took the threat seriously. They pulled all of their unarmed volunteer officers from the streets. A gas leak has been stopped at a business in the 9800 block of Glades Road. Businesses were evacuated for a short time this morning after there were reports of a gas smell in the area. The gas has been shut off to the business affected, and Florida Public Utilities is now responding. If you live in Vero Beach, your commute to and from work, that could be affected. The safety improvements to the 17th Street Bridge in Vero Beach are going on right now. That means traffic patterns on the bridge have changed. One lane in each direction will be closed through 5 today and starting again tomorrow from 9 till 5. The move to make the bridge safer comes after 16-year-old Cole Kapala was hit and killed by a drunk driver and knocked off the bridge back in September. The U.S. Postal Service has been very busy the past couple of weeks thanks to the surge in online shopping and an aggressive campaign to take on its private sector rivals. So, will the Postal Service deliver on the goods? Morgan Brennan, he's got that answer. Take a look.
The U.S. Postal Service is on track for another record holiday season, with package volumes already exceeding forecasts.
It's just a lot. We've been working really hard, overtime and everything, just to get them delivered.
The USPS expects to move more than 26 million parcels, 12% more than its busiest package delivery day in 2013. Last Christmas, when an estimated 2 million UPS and FedEx shipments were late, the Postal Service didn't have the same issue. One reason, a Sunday delivery partnership with Amazon in key markets.
Thank you.
This season, that strategy has been expanded, with the USPS delivering Amazon and its own priority mail packages every Sunday in major markets since mid-November.
It helps us get the workload out before the Monday volume comes in, and most people are home or not coming from church during the days. And we believe at least 95% of the packages delivered on Sundays.
On a typical Sunday in December, the trucks here in the Newark, New Jersey area make about 2 delivery rounds apiece. Overall peak volumes are so high, in fact, that U-Hauls have to be rented to handle the additional capacity. Packages have become increasingly important to the Postal Service, which doesn't use taxpayer money to fund operations. It's a fast-growing business that's now offsetting the decade-long steep decline in first-class mail, the agency's biggest and most profitable segment. To grow its package business, USPS has been targeting FedEx and UPS customers, slashing prices on priority mail services, and capitalizing on its relative success last Christmas. But it collaborates with them as well. In addition to its own priority mail service, the USPS does something called last mile delivery, taking on the last leg of shipments for UPS and FedEx. Like its private sector counterparts, the USPS needs to get this season right, even if it means deliveries on Christmas Day.
It's a job for me, but it means something to me because I like customer servicing and I like to see people smile and everyone loves to get packages. I feel like an elf.
I'm Morgan Brennan in Belleville, New Jersey.
The post office's biggest rivals, UPS and FedEx, are busy delivering packages and keeping an eye on the weather. Both shipping companies, they have their own team of meteorologists who make sure everything is in the clear so your packages get to you before Christmas Day. Now, while delivery workers are busy, so is everyone else. We are really busy. This is the most stressful time of the year. Yesterday, I was in line. The cashier told me, stay strong, it's okay, because I think she could see it on everyone's faces. So health experts at Vanderbilt University, they have some tips on how to avoid some of that holiday stress. They say the key, not to strive for perfection. That's because unrealistic expectations often end in disappointment and anxiety. So, hey, every gift may not be wrapped perfectly. We may forget to buy that extra ribbon. Don't sweat the small stuff this year. And for those facing a lot of family togetherness, try to avoid any controversial conversations, whatever those may be, at all costs. Well, the battle over the legalization of marijuana is growing, while proponents of Amendment 2 here in Florida are hoping to pass a medical marijuana law in 2016. Now, a lawsuit has just been filed on the other side of the country, calling the legalization of marijuana unconstitutional. Gabe Gutierrez has the latest on a battle that could go all the way to the Supreme Court.
The war over weed is growing. In the first major court challenge of its kind, Nebraska and Oklahoma are now suing Colorado over recreational pot. The lawsuit claims Colorado has created a dangerous gap in the federal drug control system, and marijuana flows from this gap into neighboring states.
These states didn't vote for marijuana decriminalization or otherwise, but now they're bearing the effects, and so they're looking to Colorado to put aside its law.
It's doubled our workload.
This summer, the police chief in Sidney, Nebraska, told us marijuana-related arrests in his town has skyrocketed this year, ever since recreational pot sales started just over the Colorado border.
It's a significant impact on that entire judicial system. Guess who pays for that? You and I, the taxpayers, do.
But Colorado's Attorney General is firing back. We believe this suit is without merit, he says, and we will vigorously defend against it in the U.S. Supreme Court. Supporters of legalized marijuana point out that it's already illegal to take pot across state lines.
We know that the world has been watching us, and as an industry, we've made it a priority to not only educate our staff, but the consumers about what the laws are.
Well, I think the jury's still out.
Governor John Hickenlooper says he's not sure filing a lawsuit is the most constructive solution, and he thinks Colorado has responsibly regulated pot so far.
We want to do everything we can to make sure that the intent of the voters is fulfilled.
That was Gabe Gutierrez reporting. The head of the committee to pass a medical marijuana law here in Florida recently said he's sure Florida will pass this law by the end of 2016. And coming up, you like those sweets? Well, they may not be so sweet. The one treat you need to take out of your diet to keep the pounds away all year long. We'll be right back.
I'm so relieved my mom decided to get some help from Whitsom's Nursing. She tried other companies, but they didn't work out. Whitsom's has a great reputation for matching the best caregivers with their patients. Now, Mom's happy, and I have peace of mind knowing she's getting the care she needs.
Whitsom's nursing service has been providing quality home health care by matching the best caregivers with our patients since 1996. Call Whitsom's for all your nursing and home health care needs or log on to whitsoms.com.
It's a great time to drop into Nissan for up to 1,000 holiday bonus cash on select models from our most innovative lineup ever. The most exciting event of the season is going on now at Nissan.
Lease Altima just $189 per month, or choose 0% plus save up to $2,000.
Get to Nissan's holiday event.
Shop ChooseNissan.com. Innovation that excites.
For many people considering bankruptcy, understanding their options may not always be easy. Federal law allows you to file for bankruptcy under Chapter 7 or Chapter 13. Both may get rid of unsecured debts and stop foreclosures, repossessions, and garnishments. But there are significant differences between the two. I'm Larry Levine. If you're considering bankruptcy, be well informed about how you may eliminate much of your debt while protecting your home, car, and other property. Call us for a consultation.
Me? You got me?
MeTV is memorable entertainment television.
Sure sounds good.
With a lineup of classic television shows you remember.
I remember years later.
And shows you can discover for the very first time.
What good stuff.
You can watch MeTV South Florida over the air on 5.2 and Comcast 216.
Are you going to watch me or ain't you?
MeTV is memorable entertainment television.
Hooray for me!
Canadian bacon, Italian sausage, Spanish olives. It's like having the whole world in your hands and then in your mouth.
The Works Pizza. Get a large for only $12. Add a red kettle cookie for only $6, and a portion of the proceeds will go to the Salvation Army.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
This holiday season, kids dream of amazing toys. And so do their parents. Especially with zero first payment, zero down, zero deposit, and zero do-it signing on the all-new Chrysler 200.
I've been a good boy this year.
Now at the Chrysler Big Finish event, well-qualified current lessees of competitive vehicles get a low-mileage lease on the 2015 200 Limited for $239 a month.
Trending right now, Joe Cocker, rock and roll star, dies at 70. Singer and songwriter Joe Cocker died at the age of 70 from lung cancer. According to reports, Cocker was best known for his cover of the Beatles' With a Little Help from My Friends, which was the opening theme to the Wonder Years. Now his good friend Ringo Starr tweeted, "Goodbye and God bless to Joe Cocker from one of his friends. Peace and love." Sending it to you, Christina.
Rachel, thank you. More fast-moving developments now in the cyber attack against Sony Pictures, officially blamed on North Korea. President Obama is signaling the country may now be added to the list of nations that sponsor terrorism, even though North Korea denies that it's even behind the hack. Now, as Hallie Jackson reports, another new twist means Sony may actually release the controversial movie that triggered the hack after all.
As Sony execs plan their next move with the controversial film The Interview, U.S. officials are grappling with how to respond to these cyber attacks.
No, I don't think it was an act of war. I think it was an act of cyber vandalism that was very costly, very expensive. We take it very seriously.
The president's critics say that does not go far enough.
It's more than vandalism. It's a new form of warfare.
Now, North Korea is threatening its own response, accusing the U.S. government of being deeply involved with making The Interview, Sony's comedy featuring a plot to kill North Korean leader Kim Jong-un.
I think we've got to recognize that this is not a Sony security problem. This is a national security problem, and the government has got to lead.
The White House is asking China, North Korea's biggest trading partner, for its cooperation, and President Obama has promised a proportional response to the hack.
This attack should be taken seriously as an attack, and that would mean that the country would be added to the state-sponsored terrorist list.
But amid calls for a serious response also came jokes. Comedian Mike Myers making a dramatic entrance on Saturday Night Live this weekend, playing Dr. Evil and mocking the cyber attack.
But why pick on Sony? They haven't had a hit since the Walkman.
But for Sony, it's no laughing matter. Industry analysts say the hack may cost Sony upwards of $100 million after the studio yanked the film before its planned Christmas Day release, since movie theaters refused to show it.
I think they made a mistake.
But Sony insists it's not giving up without a fight.
We have not caved. We have not given in.
Still, the biggest movie in the country remains one almost nobody has seen.
That was Hallie Jackson reporting. The White House says it's pleased to hear Sony is considering releasing the movie. You may remember President Obama said he thought Sony should have spoken with him first. Also, this echoes the view of a lot of folks in Hollywood who say audiences should be able to decide for themselves whether they want to see the interview or not. Boxing legend Muhammad Ali is on the mend. Ali's family says the three-time world champion's condition has vastly improved. The 72-year-old boxer was hospitalized with a mild case of pneumonia Saturday night. Ali has been battling Parkinson's disease since 1984. Daughter Layla Ali tweeted her father is well and thanked the public for all the well wishes and prayers. As you celebrate the holidays, you're probably eating a lot more sugar than normal, and all of that added sweeteners can be bad for your waistline and for your overall health. Fitness trainer JC Santana explains why sugar ain't so sweet.
Today we're taking a break from the exercise. We're going to talk about sugar. Let's go to school with JC. Sugar. I call this the new heroin. Probably one of the most addictive substances known to man. This is white sugar, all your syrups, and anything that finishes with toast, lactose, dextrose, maltose, etc. Even artificial sweeteners we're now thinking trigger areas of the brain, and although you save the calories, the body may be reacting as if it was sugar because it's responding to the sweetness, not the calories. What are the results? When we look at sugar, we look at endocrine responses. What does it do? Sugar is a storage hormone. It starts to store mainly fat. So you will get fat when you have a lot of sugar, especially during the holiday with all the cookies and the baking and stuff like that. Endocrine issues like diabetes, it's a result of sugar, okay? And of course, the food addiction. This is the worst. Emotional eating is never centered around protein. It's always centered around sweets. There should be a connection, there should be a hint. So if you want to stay lean, if you want to stay healthy, especially during the holiday season, you have to eliminate your sugar or at least cut it down to almost nothing. That's my advice to you. This is JC Santana, your personal trainer for the Now South Florida.
All right, you will get fat if you eat a lot of sugar. I like that. You can't get clearer than that. Now, I don't know if I'm out of the loop, but I didn't even know this. JC says you should look for sugar on product labels. Ingredients are actually listed in order of amount. So if sugar is near the top, that's a red flag. And don't forget, the Now is helping you watch your waistline all December long, and we want you to shed it now. Don't wait until after the new year to lose weight. JC isn't. He's actually trying to lose 10 pounds this month, a month when most people gain 10 pounds, and he wants you to join him. So you can see how JC lost this week, Friday, on the Now at 4 o'clock. And still ahead on the Now, the countdown to liftoff, a sneak peek at what Santa and his elves are doing right now as Christmas quickly approaches. Plus, this.
Hey, Simple Steels fans, are you looking for some last-minute stocking stuffers you can get at a Smoke and Steel? I've got some for you just ahead.
You know, I worry about the weather so you don't have to, because you have better things to do. Only on News Channel 5.
It's all about the Washingtons. Look what your $2 gets you, baby. Loads of flavor and meat.
Get Checkers Primetime Steakhouse Double. 100% beef burgers, onions, mushrooms, and au jus mayo. Just $1.99. Checkers.
It's in a bag.
America's Best Designer Sale is going on now. You get 2 pairs of glasses for $69.95, plus get a free eye exam. Hundreds of designer frames to choose from. Sofia Vergara, Project Runway, Darion, and more. The designer sale at America's Best. 2 pairs of glasses for $69.95 and a free eye exam. Hurry, sale ends soon. Call 1-800-2-PAIR or visit americasbest.com to schedule an appointment today. America's Best, the best prices in sight.
It's the season for sugar and spice. Measuring, mixing, melting, stirring things up. It's a sip, a taste, a nibble. It's the perfect time to let us do the cooking. Find the perfect platters for your event in our Gather and Share brochure. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
With AT&T, you call the shots. Only pay for the services you need in your bundle.
So call now to choose any bundle, like internet for $14.95 and home phone for $20 per month. Or start with UVerse high-speed internet and add the other services you want to get the bundle you need.
With UVerse high-speed internet, you'll get the speed you need at a price you'll love. Get wireless service and home high-speed internet with a Wi-Fi gateway to connect all your Wi-Fi devices and save on your mobile data usage at home. Add UVerse TV, and with most plans, get a total home HD DVR included for life. Cable can't beat that.
Call to choose any bundle, like internet for $14.95 and home phone for $20 per month. And ask about our next day installation. So talk to one of our experts today.
Go ahead, call the shots, and only pay for the services you need in your bundle. With AT&T, it's whatever works for you.
On the next, right this minute.
Time for epic urban skiing.
That one sent this rider to the hospital.
Next, right this minute.
Tonight at 7:30 on News Channel 5.
Hello? Nothing for the back, man? Hey, ladies, this dude's got flavor.
Checkers is coating grilled cheese in our famous fry seasoning to get grilled cheese strips. Melty inside, crispy outside. Checkers.
It's in the bag.
Well, the countdown to liftoff is on. Santa's getting those last-minute presents ready and going to make his way across the globe. There he is there, looking good. Well, what is the latest from the North Pole? Bob Riddell has the details.
With all those wishes.
Well, I want a Lego thing. I want a Barbie.
A pair of high heels? You going to be able to walk in them?
Some so incomprehensible. It's a miracle this man's able to pull off Christmas Eve. How do you keep up?
Oh, I try to keep up. Those elves are going crazy right now.
Also, a jet toy.
A jet? You like jets? Wow.
Santa's preferred choice of air travel, the 8 four-legged balls of fur out back. There's Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, bless you, Cupid, Donder, over here, and Blitzen. All antlers for a last-minute pep talk from their boss.
We got one night to do the whole Earth. You got that, Dancer?
Well, how high do they jump when they're taking off, Christmas Eve?
Oh, they make one leap and then they're off.
Really, that's it?
Yep.
How much runway do they need?
None at all.
All they really need is a little Christmas magic.
And it's always here. People just forget about that, I think, during the year. The magic is always here. You have to believe in it.
When do you get time to sleep?
Oh, January's the time to sleep.
Ho, 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 Merry Christmas.
All right, so what is on the list this year for boys and girls? Besides electronics, girls are also asking Santa for Legos, a Barbie dream house, Barbie mall, Monster High dolls, and of course, anything Frozen. That's big this year. Boys also asking for Legos, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle action figures, and Mario Kart 8. So if you want to get your kids something that is really techy, tech-savvy, really try to impress them this year, but you're on a budget, you can get some of these things for under $50. Mark Berger explains how you can do this without spending a lot of money.
The real world of Lego mixes with the virtual world in Lego Fusion. For $35, the kit allows kids to take pictures of the Lego buildings they create and incorporate them into an online game.
If your kids like Minecraft, or if they like Lego, or if they love both, they'll probably love Lego Fusion.
Budding computer programmers could bolster their prowess with the tiny Ozobot.
It's a $50 little toy that runs on a track, and it teaches your child a little bit about programming.
Kids can draw that track on paper or do it digitally. Different color sequences serve as commands to direct the Ozobot. One of the most basic toys, the paper airplane, gets a high-tech makeover with the Power Up.
It's $50. It's a small device that you attach to a paper plane, and it lets you fly your paper plane with your cell phone.
That's made easier because the Power Up also adds a rudder and propeller. Radio Shack's rebooted a golden oldie, the $40 cyber boxing robots. Take the robots out of the ring and under the control of a remote.
And the really fun part is that when they punch each other, their heads fly off.
Which does a lot to explain the robot's enduring appeal. Mark Barger, NBC News.
The cyberboxing robots are a follow-up to the Rock'em Sock'em robots that you may remember. Those are one of the hottest holiday toys in the mid to late 60s. Now, you've gotten all those gifts and they're wrapped and they're under the tree. Then you need the stocking stuffers, right? So it never ends. So these are some ways that you can get some cheap, easy deals on those stocking stuffers. Terrio has the best deals to get.
Welcome to Simple Steals. I'm Terrio. All right, so you have just a few days left before Christmas. You might already have your big purchases wrapped and under the tree, but what about those stocking stuffers? We have some great ones here that you will get at a smoking steal. First, TopMags.com is selling a 2-year subscription to Food Network magazine for just $11.99. You guys, that's a savings of over $43, and you'll get 20 issues. You not only get recipes for the holiday season, but for next year too. Just enter the promo code you see here at the bottom of your screen. All right, this next one is for all of you wine connoisseurs out there. Target is selling this Venturi aerator online for only $21.99. Well, what does it do? Well, it mixes the right amount of air with your wine to give you the perfect tasting wine, and it's dishwasher safe. Here's the best part. Target will automatically add a $10 gift card to your order just for this purchase. Finally, are you a cheesecake lover? If so, purchase a $25 e-gift card from the Cheesecake Factory and receive 2 free slices of cheesecake, redeemable after January 1st. Now, if you haven't already checked out their menu, the Cheesecake Factory has a wide array of flavors to pick from. You will not be disappointed. Now, those are some cheap and fun stocking stuffers. To get all the information on the steals you've seen here today, go to our Facebook page, simplesteals.com. I'm Terrio, and those are your Simple Steals of the day.
All right, we've given you a lot of information this hour. You can find all of this online, so don't be overwhelmed at the Now South Florida. You can also find it on our Facebook page as well. So I don't know what you're doing this week. If you are going to Disney World, digital producer Rachel Lato here, I don't think things are cheaper, but there are easier ways to pay for the things that the kids want. So
yeah, pretty much so.
Halfway good news, a little bit.
Paying for all those tchotchkes and turkey legs. What's your favorite thing at Disney?
Tchotchkes, good word.
Yeah,
I haven't heard that in a while. I always like the princess outfits.
Those
and of course you need one for not just one day, then there's another one for the next day, and then it goes on from there. And
so
we have 3 girls. So.
Christina's saying is don't take her to Disney World because you will be on the hook for a different dress for every day that you are there. Well, paying for all of these goodies at Disney's Magic Kingdom is going to become even more magical. Starting Wednesday, guests to Walt Disney World are going to be able to pay with their cell phone. So starting December 24th, visitors to Walt Disney World can use Apple Pay and Google Wallet. Previously, the digital payment convenience was limited to users of Disney's own Magic Bands wristbands. Apple Pay and Google Wallet will be accepted at ticket booths, shops, bars if you're at Epcot, fast food service restaurants, and you'll still need to break out the plastic or cash at table service restaurants. Walt Disney World is the most popular vacation destination in the world, drawing more than 50 million visitors each year, which could make the theme park one of Apple Pay's top merchants. The same feature will arrive at California's Disneyland in 2014. Now, Walt Disney World will also start taking tap and pay credit cards on Wednesday. And Christina, if you do plan on heading to Walt Disney World this week, make sure that you pack your patience. I was just there on Saturday, and boy, is that place crowded this time of year.
Is that place ever not busy, though? I feel like that place is, you always need patience for that. Just a little extra patience, I guess, if you're going this week.
Yes.
Okay, Rachel, thank you. Well, just 3 days are left until Christmas, but today dozens of local families who had a common bond celebrated a little earlier in their own way. The Now's Katie Johnson has this heartwarming story.
Santa Claus is coming to town a little bit early to celebrate Christmas with a very special group of children.
Cameron Trower anxiously waits for the man in the red suit to arrive. Santa's sleigh broke down in Orlando, so he took a ride to West Palm Beach on board the PBSO helicopter.
Hey, Cameron, how are you, big boy?
Cameron is one of dozens of kids at the event, each one battling cancer.
It started off as a lump on his back, and they did a surgery and removed it.
They biopsied it, and a week later, they told me that my 3.5-year-old child had cancer.
Now 5 years old, Cameron just finished more than a year's worth of chemotherapy.
Look at that. That's for you.
Cameron and all the other kids here each got a gift from Santa, thanks to the Connor Moran Children's Cancer Foundation.
A day of fun and joy and Santa and presents and everything that's right with the world, because cancer certainly isn't.
Terry Moran started the foundation after her son Connor died of cancer at a very young age. Now the foundation helps give support to families going through a similar struggle.
Your friends tend to drop off, and that's when these families actually step up and become your new family, your new extended friends and family.
And the parents here agree.
It's good to know that you have somebody there who knows exactly what you're going through, so that when you do feel like you're the only one there, you know that you're not when you see all these other families and all these other parents.
Parents who are very grateful to celebrate the holiday with their brave little fighters. For the Now South Florida, I'm Katie Johnson.
Well, that's it for the Now South Florida. News Channel 5 at 5 begins right now.